Another busy day of campaigning for presidential candidate Kok Song on Saturday that started with a visit to Chongpang Market and Food Center. Mr. Ng explained that he is not accepting political donations for his campaign because he felt it was important that the president should be unbiased.
Political parties have the political agenda. So let's say in a future general election, the political parties want to win votes. They will then propose, or they might propose policies in order to win votes. But the strategy of winning more votes may involve spending too much of our reserves, which we have to keep for our long-term financial security. So in other words, the people of Singapore should want a president who does not serve the political agenda of any political party. And for the same reason, I have decided, as you know, not to accept any political donations for my presidential campaign. I'm financing my campaign from my own personal savings. I do not want to accept any donations from business groups, neither do I want to be endorsed by any political party, because that will make me beholden to those who donate me money or those who support me to win the election.
Mr. Ng continued his campaign later in the evening with a visit to Ang Mo Kio Central Market and Food Center, where he and his fiancée were welcomed warmly by the neighborhood's residents.
No, just now there was a little boy, and he said he wanted to pass us some drinks. He has $4. This is his own money. This is $2, and this is $2. One for Kok Song and one for me. Sweet.
While there, Mr. Ng highlighted to the media that the changing political landscape in Singapore makes it even more important that the president remains non-partisan.
In 2023, politics in Singapore has become highly contestable. That is not a bad thing for an evolving democracy. But what does it mean? It means that even the governing party, is under tremendous pressure to win the support of the people. And so, we now run a very high risk that the governing party, in order to hold on to power, might resort to populist policies. So the people of Singapore must wake up that in 2023, we must move to a presidency that is non-partisan, no party. Mr. Tharman belonged to the People's Action Party. He was a leader of the PAP for 22 years. Mr. Tan Kin Lian was a member of the PAP. Mr. Tan Kin Lian is being endorsed, supported by several opposition parties. What about Mr. Kok Song? No party. No party. My party is the people of Singapore. You are my party. And it is to you that I owe my responsibilities. It is to you that I owe the importance of safeguarding our reserves.
Mr. Ng also responded to comments made by his opponent, Mr. Tan Kin Lian, that both the President and First Lady should be born and bred in Singapore.
I normally do not want to comment on Mr. Tan Kin Lian and his comments. But I think this suggestion of him makes very little sense. Let me explain why. Remember that the founding fathers of independent Singapore, leaders such as Dr. Goh Keng Swee, Mr. Hon Swee Sen, they were not born in Singapore. They were born in Malaysia, because Singapore must welcome people who can contribute to Singapore. But then we must make sure that we set very stringent criteria for the award of citizenship.